So today I'm going to do something a little different. Usually what I do is I just get a burst of inspiration and then I go live. But today, one of the members, going to get closer to you guys, one of the members of my membership site Muse program, so I just launched a group coaching program that's helping a group of women create their own membership sites, kind of like the Yes Supply Collective. Bye, Robbie. Thanks. Yeah, so I have a group coaching program that I'm running right now. We just started off, and one of my members sent me a question that I wanted to answer, of course, for her, but I thought I would answer it for everyone so you can all benefit and learn from this advice. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, guys. Thanks so much for joining. So I'm going to read out the question to you. I'm going to leave her name anonymous. But she says, I'm spending the morning working on my message, identifying my ideal client before I go off to Thanksgiving dinner. I'm in massive resistance and fear. It's like I have brain freeze and I'm not allowing myself to see what I have to offer other people. I feel like I'm a fraud because my life is not going the way I want it to. I don't know what it's going to take or what is going to be the last straw before I get off my butt to do something different. I'm so stuck in the story of it's too hard or it's too much work. So for this, it's really, really important that if you're trying to change something big in your life, you have to understand that if you're trying to change things just by doing, it's going to be really, really tough. I actually just finished off doing a really incredible training here in LA, and we talked all about how the subconscious mind works and how to use that in language. And a big thing that kept coming up is the fact that out of the amount of brain power you have, so out of 100% of your brain power, 99, sorry guys, there's literally jets flying by as soon as I hit the live button. Thanks for the hearts. So 99%, it's like 99.9994% of your actions every single day are powered by your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind controls 99.996% of your actions. The other tiny, teensy tiny 0.004 is your conscious mind. So can you see how if you're trying to do something consciously, if you're trying to force yourself, if you're trying to move forward and do all these things, but deep down you feel like you could never do it, like you feel like you're not good enough, like you feel like it's going to be too hard, like you feel like you're going to do all this work and it's going to be for nothing. Can you see how if you feel that and you believe that deep down in the core of your being, how it's never going to work out? Because you're forcing it. It's not going to become natural. So if you want to see a huge change in your life, if you look at people, and she mentioned this in her email too, if you look at people who are seeing massive success, they're growing their businesses, they're getting incredible opportunities, they're making the money that they want, and you see those people and you look at them and they're like, how do they do it so effortlessly? It's because they are not doing, they are being. So right down in the very depths of their belief system, they believe that they can do it. They believe that the world is an abundant place. They believe that if they can see someone else do it, then it is possible for them as well. So do you see how that's so important? So that is switching from trying to use your conscious mind that only controls a teensy tiny bit of your actions, because most of your actions are formed from a habit from your subconscious mind. That is switching from conscious mind deep down to your subconscious mind, so that the work that you would typically do consciously that would feel forced now becomes a habit, right? It's the same as, it used to be really hard for me to get up in the morning. It used to be really tough for me to get in the morning. But then I would look at people who would be able to get up at 5 or 6 in the morning, head to the gym, have a smoothie, eat kale. And I was like, how do they do it? It's because they weren't getting up in the morning and forcing themselves. They weren't getting up in the morning and saying, oh, I have to go to the gym today. Instead, it was coming from deep inside them. They became that person who prioritizes going to the gym. They became that person who prioritizes eating healthy. They became that person who finds it valuable and important and part of their lifestyle to get up early and go to the gym. And so if you're starting on a new project, maybe starting your own business, building your blog, launching a membership site, if you're trying to push, force, it's always going to feel hard. So shift from doing to being. Shift from doing to being. Chic Life says, Chic Life Design, hi there, says, so true. It is true. So what does that mean? You're like, okay, Reese, so shift from being to doing to being. Okay, that's all well and good. But what does that actually mean? So this means a shift in your identity. So if you can make a shift in how you see yourself, then everything that happens after that will be a trickle-down effect, and all the forceful changes that you have to make will not feel forceful. They will become natural because that is just who you are. This happened to me when I had to go from working a regular 9 to 5 to being the leader of my own business, being the leader of Yes Supply. So I used to just see myself as an employee. I used to just see myself as, the person who clocked in and clocked out, whether it was an employee of that retail job that I used to work at or at a startup that I used to work at. What had to shift for me to become the leader of a platform like Yes Supply, and for me to also shift my income potential? So for me to shift from what I was used to making at a regular job as an employee to making 5K months, I had to shift how I saw myself, okay? I had to no longer see myself as somebody who only made minimum wage, or someone who only made a little bit of money, or someone who did what other people told me to do. I had to shift my identity to what the leader of a company like Yes Supply would be. So I sat down one day and I asked myself this question, and I would really encourage you to sit down and ask yourself the same question. Think about what it is that you want. So what is it that you want? It's a great question to think about. What is your yes? This is the whole platform for my company. What is your yes? Because a lot of people know what they don't want, but they don't actually know what they do want. So what is it that you want? Is it that you want to make 6 figures? Is it that you want to make $1 million? Is it that you want to be able to travel the world and do public speaking? Is it that you want to, whatever it is. Is it that you want to be the leader of a platform like Yes Supply? Whatever that is, when you figure that out, and it's okay if you make a long list of these things, but when you figure that out, I want you to ask yourself, who would I need to be for this to happen to me? What kind of person do these opportunities come to? What personality traits does this person have? And I asked myself this exact same question. Okay, and so I asked myself, okay, so the leader of a company like Yes Supply, who makes 6 figures, who travels the world, who helps and inspires other people, what would this person have to do? And I wrote down a whole bunch of things. They'd be confident. They'd be bold. They'd speak without being spoken to. They would say what's on their mind. They would stand up for what was important to them. They would, instead of waiting to be told what to do from an employer, they would decide what the best course of action would be and do that. Instead of hoping that the right idea would come into their lap, they were decisive, they figured out exactly what they wanted, and went after that. And so when I figured out what would be the personality traits of me when I'm living the kind of life that I want, I figured that out, and then I started to implement that into my everyday. So for example, speaking without spoken to. I used to be really afraid to speak up in meetings. I used to be really afraid to say what's on my mind or to contribute ideas. But I realized that if I wanted to change my life, if I wanted to change the impact that I wanted to make on the world, I couldn't wait until I started my business to do it. I had to become that person right now, and the opportunities would come into my life. It's like that, it's like the law of attraction, right? You don't wait until something good to be happy, and then you can be happy. You start to be happy, and then the reasons for you to be happy will naturally be attracted into your life. So I decided I want to be a leader. Right? Hi, Alyssa, thanks for all the hearts. I decided I wanted to be a leader. I started to embody the personality traits of that person, even when I was still working a 9 to 5, even when I wasn't yet seeing what I wanted in my physical reality. I started to be that person from the inside out. I started to really take care of what ideas and what thoughts I was letting into my mind. I stopped with the negative self-talk, and I focused on positive self-talk. I started to see myself as the person that I wanted to become, and I didn't wait for it to happen to me. I made it happen by changing how I acted, by doing the work that I needed to do, by setting the groundwork, by laying the foundation. I trusted that when I put my energy into it, when I did the work, that the universe would show up and meet me halfway and fill in the blanks that I couldn't fill in on my own. But I needed to be prepared, right? So I showed up and I said, if this opportunity was about to knock on my door, am I prepared? Did I have the website? Did I have the products? Did I have the confidence? Whatever that is, I did the groundwork first. And then the opportunities came into my life. And so that's how it happens. You have to be this person. You have to embody this person. So when you have that list of personality traits that you would like to embody, or that you would embody if you became that person that it is you wish to be, start to implement them today, right? So I said I wanted to speak up and say my own opinion, and then I would start to speak up at the office, or I would say what's on my mind, or I'd start giving people advice in my life who I thought could be doing better and raise their standards. And it was because of getting really comfortable like that where I currently was that I expanded my container, I expanded what I was good at, and more opportunities came into my life. So a big thing for you is, yes, you can do, but that is going to get really tiring. Instead, ask yourself, instead of doing, what can I be instead? And you'll start to see that the shifts become easy and effortless because they become habits to you, okay? Success is a habit. It's just something that you do naturally, something that you do every day. So guys, I hope this helped you. I hope this inspired you. I love you guys so much. And I want to share with you, I just launched my new e-commerce store. I'm super excited about it. There are some gorgeous new mugs, phone cases, t-shirts, sweaters, perfect for you or for a business bestie that you want to inspire. And they have really cute sayings on them, like only take yes for an answer, you can, self-love is the new relationship goals. If you are somebody who is starting your own business, you want to be inspired, you want to have gorgeous pieces to keep you uplifted through the day, head to shop.yessupply.co and go check it out. I think you'll love the pieces. And this week, because we're launching, there's a special discount code for you. So you can use the code LAUNCH10 at checkout and save 10% off your entire order. Chic Life Design says, that's so inspiring. Thank you so much for joining and for being here. So I love you guys. Hello, Kimberly. Thanks for saying hi. I love you guys. Congrats on your launching. Thank you guys so much. Love you. Hope you have an amazing night, and I will speak with you soon. Tomorrow I'm flying back to Toronto, where it's cold. But I loved my day in LA by the pool. Bye, guys.